Hello, welcome to Setosorcerer's 99 range guide. In these clips I'm going to show you where I usually train if you want 99 range without chinning or using cannons. Mostly these require void. All of this is pre-recorded, so I am just adding commentary to it and speeding it up so I could get all I can in a short amount of time. Right here is the way to get the black demons. This is the way I'm going to show you how to kill them real fast and use a familiar. Summon the ranged familiar, Geyser, Kronku Overlord, anything like that will work. And as you see, I am pretty much hitting hard. Make sure you're in void. Try to have the max range offense you can with it. And you see, this went down pretty fast. And Rune Chain Body. These are pretty good for charm drops. As you see, right when I get to the safe spot, you call the Titan so he can range. The Titan will range approximately 3 hits before he doesn't anymore. These are pretty good for charms, like I said. And look, I'm at helm. Just make sure you follow this. Always make sure your range is high with the range pots. And pretty much it. Teleporting kind of is whichever method you feel fitting. Enter this area. Right now I'm going to be showing you the best place for Bloodvelds. This right here is perfect for familiars, like any familiar that gives you range experience. Void, always, don't worry about that stupid thing on mage defense, because Void has pretty good high mage defense. Make sure, if you're one, melee protection in this area. These are mutated, not very good for what I'm showing you, but you could use a cannon there. See, there's already a person here. In this clip right here, I'm going to show you pretty much how. It's pretty basic, actually. All you do is attack the thing, Bloodveld, call it immediately your familiar, and watch. These things pretty much have like no defense and tear up pretty easily. When I had these as Slayer assignments, I pretty much got like maybe over 100k real fast. Speeding it up, as you see, Steel Titan. But even though you may not have Steel Titans, but anyways. Right here is the safe spot, just in case you don't feel like tanking. When you're over here, make sure you have Enhanced Excalibur or Bones to Peaches, or Bones to Peaches. These hardly hit very hard, and you pretty much kill them real fast. I think that's pretty much it. It's pretty self-explanatory, and these are good green charm droppers. Just like Black Demons with Chrism, these are green. And always broad bolts. Try your best to kill them, and that's it. And right here is if you want to range the mutated ones. Like I said, you could use a cannon if you wanted to. Your choice, first layer, etc. Okay, this right here is going to be the Yaks for range experience. This is the way to get there from Relica all the way to this place. I can't pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try. Here are the Yaks. As you see, it's pretty crowded because it's a very popular training spot. Broad bolts are okay, but it's really recommended to use something cheap like bronze knives. Look, see, like maybe 6 shots, and these things are like 4 GP, so they're very cheap. You could profit off of this if you wanted to. Yak hides are meant for 96 summoners like myself or 99. Pack Yaks for the win. Okay, this right here is going to be the way to get to Greater Demons, Cage Greater Demons. These are good because they don't hit back. They're a decent Chrism charm droppers for summoning. Things to keep in mind when doing this: bring telenetic grabs, bring range pots, and void. These things have relatively low defense, and you don't have to worry about them hitting you. You could bring bronze knives, bows with like bronze arrows or any cheap arrows, or broad bolts if you really think that. It depends on how much you want to spend. I usually use broad bolt because I really don't like wasting time, because I could probably get the money back easily with like green dragons or Aviansies, which will be later in this guide. In both methods of killing these, as you see, I like broad bolts because they hit more often and higher. I could probably kill them like 4 shots or 3 if I felt like it. Now I'm not forgetting the peers and other low level rangers that want to get 99. This right here is the way to Orgs. Is a relatively easy area. It's almost like Cage Demons, but you gotta at least get your ammunition back over here. bronze knives again, or broad bolts, whichever one you feel like. Pretty much that's it. You can just go inside and get your ammunition when you feel like it. Okay, you could use a cannon over here. Just make sure that you don't get whacked. As long as you're not whacked, you're able to use a cannon. They hit all targets, but of course, use your best judgment if you want to use cannons for training. Though I really don't recommend ever using cannon unless it's for Slayer. Okay, now this is going to be the money making part of the guide. Right here I'm going to be showing you green dragons. As you can see, I started Clan Wars and go all the way to these dragons. There's other dragons in the wilderness and also the chaos tunnels, but right here, unless you don't want to, they're quite a pack. As you see, for me it takes 3 hits or less, or 3 hits is about the average to kill them. Profit, as you see, 5k per kill, and right there the rune dagger, which is extra. These are relatively easy, DFS or Dragonfire Shield, and I promise you this video clip was 3 minutes long, and I show you at the end what happens. I had to speed it up definitely at this part because I got surrounded by news because it's my Titan, and apparently some guy is asking for a 9/9 range, mage. I'm sorry, I'm not even doing a 9/9 mage guy right now. See, look, in 3 minutes I got $30k around. Okay, this right here, the guide is going to be for Aviansies. This is my setup for Aviansies. You have to have a Ceradome, a Zamrock, and an Armadillo item. You could pre-arrange these if you're pure, but I rather tank them. As you see, it's pretty good for tanking, as I won't get hurt as much as you think. DFS really helps. This setup right here is my favorite. Just make sure you have those 3 things I told you about: Ceradome, Armadillo, and Zamrock. The reason why these are good because they drop addy bars, which I'll show you in just a little bit. Of course, be courteous if someone already has one. See, there's one doing pro range. See, addy bars? They drop 4 at a time, which is pretty good, and I'll show you why. Other than this, it's pretty basic. Nothing much to do it. Have Bones of Peaches for food, and hats Excalibur. And you could bring a familiar bunyip. In this case, I'm using a Steel Titan. As you see, 10k, 22k, and like 3 kills. And this right here is an HD. As you see, you have more room to at least click your enemies. HD is pretty good, definitely when you can't, like I just said, you can't see them. But then again, it's up to you, depending on how your computer lags or not. Make sure you bring nature ruins and Alk, because they usually drop ruin daggers, and of course occasionally they'll drop swordfish, I'm sorry, for you to eat. If you want to go across, make sure you bring a Mytho grapple, and of course you're using a crossbow. Always broad bolts, nothing else, and that's it. Okay, this pretty much wraps up the end of my 9/9 range guide. Comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys liked it. See you guys later. Bye.